always fun to be back, isn't it? Right, I know there's nobody watching at the moment because I've only just come back and we're on 0 counters, which is fine because that'll give me a minute to have my drink. I was so busy finishing the flags, you see. Cheers. It's Coke. There's nothing in it apart from sugar. So I've put my flags on the wall. As you can see, they're the flags that we've done. And you remember where they were all from? I know we talked about it in the first half. I'm going to have to check because I've forgotten as well. Head like a sieve. Okay, so we've got that one's Sierra Leone, and then that one's India. I remember that one. And Colombia, Malawi, Kenya. I remember that one. Oh, and the one with the rainbow, which we really liked. That's Nicaragua. And that was it Afghanistan? It was Afghanistan. And this one up here was Bolivia. There we go. So it's always good to remember all our flags. So I've put mine on the wall. When you do yours, see how many flags you can do. See how many countries you can think of around the world that have churches in them, for example, because it's a lot. You don't really realise how many churches there are and different religions and things. So, as I promised, we're going to talk about some other things now. So we're going to talk about, I haven't got my glasses on, can you tell I'm doing it like that? Right, this is Rajeshka's story. Now Rajeshka, he lives in India. In lots of places around the world, the weather and the temperature is that people are used to is now changing. And we know about that, don't we? That's called climate change. This is because lots of energy that we use harms the planet. And in many places it means there are more floods and storms. In other places, there's not enough water to drink anymore. Rajeshka and his friends, they go to an eco club after school. That sounds like fun. And they learn about all the effects of climate change. And they also discover practical things that they can do to help the planet. For children of my age in India, Rajesh says, that's where I was now. For children of my age in India, it is very important that we learn about the environment. I learned that following in school and told my parents, don't waste water, plant trees and save electricity. I'm always telling somebody that lives in this house to save electricity. Lights are always being left on. But that's really good advice. Well done, Rajeshka. Young people in India are trying hard to make changes to stop the effects of climate change. And even though many countries like ours do more to ease the problem in the first place, well, we cause the problem, don't we? I think it's really fair to say that since we've all been on lockdown, our environment has become a better place because the aeroplanes aren't in the sky. They're not using aeroplane fuel. There hasn't been as many cars on the road. Maybe you could get your grown-ups to help you Google Venice, because the canals in Venice have been so clear because there's no pollutions in them and all the mud's not being stirred up, that there's fish and jellyfish and dolphins and somebody, and I don't know if this is true because you can't believe everything on the internet, there was a crocodile. Now I can't believe that. I think that's just a big fake personally, but there were jellyfish and you could see how blue the water was. And that's because we had stopped making pollution. So Rajeshka, he's got it, he understands. So in Tamil Nadu, that's the place in India, changes to the climate have meant that it doesn't rain as much as it used to. So there's not enough water to grow food, and that's why it's important that everybody, right down from Rajeshka in India to us in the UK, all work together to treat the planet better. A local organisation called the Society for People's Education and Economic Change, otherwise known as SPEECH, and they're supported by Christian Aid. They help run 300 eco clubs. Wow, just like the one that Rajeshka goes to in Tamil Nadu. John, the man that started Speech, says, children are the best agents of change. Well, that is true, because you kids are pretty awesome and you know what's what. And you just go on and do with it. So we're going to make a superhero cartoon with you in it. I want you to draw a picture of you. So, do you read comics? Yeah, you all seen comics? I bet you have. Okay, so we need a nice piece of paper to start with. Now then, I'm going to draw a picture of me. Like I said, I'm not a very good artist, but we're going to have a go. And you'll find I've got my box of pens on the floor. Not my pens, they're her pens, but she's still outside playing. Or she might be helping cutting the hedge, I'm not sure. So apologies to the neighbours. Okay, so I'm going to draw a picture of me. I've got a head. There's my neck. There you go, good start, yeah? You're impressed with my drawing skills, aren't you? There's me. Oh, I'm going to put my hands on my hips, because that's what superheroes do, isn't it? But superheroes are always like this. I am Superman. I have a cheesy grin. So, and then I'm going to have a cloak flowing out behind me, and the wind whipping through my hair. Oops, sorry, Eva, am I stuck in your way? Got a dog helping me out. There she is. What's that? Oh, there. We've cuddled up in that spot. Is that the spot you want? Okay. So as me. Oops. I don't know what I've done with my legs then. Right. I'm just drawing. There we go. Some dodgy looking arms, I tell you. Alright, so I was just saying, the wind whipping through my hair. So, ooh. Do you know what? You can make yourself look like anything. There you go, there's me. Are you impressed? That's me. Superhero Beth. Now then, what do you think Superhero Beth might be doing? Or superhero whoever you are. Insert name here. I think, what can I do to save the environment? Could I turn off my lights? Could I turn off the taps and when I'm brushing my teeth, use a cup instead of running the tap to rinse my toothbrush all the time? A lot of people do that, don't they? Dip it in a cup, saves water. Could I save food from landfill? Yes, I could. What else could I do? I could plant trees. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Plant trees. Plant some trees. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Because you like sticks. Eva loves sticks and trees. She thinks trees are fun because squirrels live up trees, don't they? Squirrels, yes. Squirrels live up trees. Yes, so trees are important. That's right. She's totally agreeing there. So there's me, Superhero Beth. Oh. And I'm going to draw some comic things. So I'm going to draw a light bulb. And the superhero me says, I'll do, you know, like in Batman, they have big speech bubbles, don't they? Should do big speech bubbles. What does she say? Kapow. Turn off that light. Okay. I don't know if can I turn it around? Can you see it if I turn it around? Kapow! Turn off that light. Everything's backwards, isn't it, on here? That's superhero me. What else could superhero me do? Oh, let's have a think. What could we plant trees? Superhero Eva. Okay, I'm going to draw Eva. Not very well. I know lots of you have met Eva, and you'll be able to say to me that picture looks nothing like Eva. She's got a little waggy tail. And she's got a. Oh, should we do your superhero cape? What do you want? Pink? Pink cape? Yeah, pink cape. Superhero Eva, she says, woof! Plant more trees. Are you ready for this? You'll be impressed. There you go. How cool is that? Superhero Eva, woof! Plant more trees. So that is just the start. How cool would it be if you did a whole comic strip of you being a superhero? You can get your mums and your dads and your other grown-ups involved, couldn't you? You could do them as superheroes. There must be something they do that's superhero-ish, I bet. I'm just drawing some squares to give you an idea of what it is you could do. And remember, this is all about being an environmental superhero, because Rajeshka, he's an environmental superhero. And Christian Aid have helped him to do that, because it says here, well, can we remember how many clubs have been set up? So Speech, which was the Society for People's Education and Economic Change, is supported by Christian Aid, and they help run 300 eco clubs. So you think all the children that go to 300 eco clubs, wow, that's a lot of children, that's a lot of superheroes. So you could do a comic strip like this, you could tell a story. So I'm going to do a really, really quick one, but I'm hoping that you guys, because you can spend more time doing this, you're more artistic than I am. And I know some of the people that are watching right now are very artistic. Right, so we can change it around, make a story. Oh no, the light's on. And then superhero comes in. What? Question mark. That's wasting electricity. That's a good word to spell. Apologies if I've spelled it wrong. Kapow! It's hurting the planet. Let me do another one there. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, because these are just ideas. Oh no, we need to save the environment. Oh, I've got people watching me now, they've just come in. And he's laughing, he thinks it's funny. So there we go, that's where we've got to so far. So what's superhero me gonna do? Ah! Turn the lights off! Click! It's off. And then at the end, I'm going to do me with a big smile on my face. And put, yay! Now then, that's a really, really quick and very, very rough drawing there. I know you guys can do better, because you guys, like I said, are awesome. So let's have some comic strips with the environmental superheroes, just like Rajeshka. And if you want to, you could just draw about him, and maybe draw him going to Eco Club and telling his parents not to waste water. What did he say? He told his parents, don't waste water, plant trees and save electricity. That is kind of, you know, it's just fun. This one's me. I don't look anything like that. I'm much prettier. So, do yourselves, do your parents, do your family. Who do you know? Do you know somebody that's really, really environmental? Somebody that's really good. I know some people that are really, really good at saving the environment. I know one chap, and he's stopping food from going into the landfill. He's really environmental, and he's doing very well. And this last month, he managed to save so much food from going in the bin. It was enough for 1 million meals. Yes, 1 million meals. He saved, well, him and the volunteers and all the helpers saved over 400 tons of food that was going to go in the bin in 1 month. How awesome is that? So maybe I should be drawing the video about the comic strip about him. But we know lots of other people, don't we? Like David Attenborough. He's really good. He wants to save all the animals. He's always talking about climate change. Chris Packham. He's another one. When I was little, Chris Packham was on a TV show on BBC, on children's BBC, called The Willy Wonka Show. So that's our comic strips. There we go. So that's me and Eva. And then a little bit more of a comic strip there. What can you do? Show me what you can do. I really, really want to see all these things. Okay. So the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to talk about a chap called Jeremiah. This is called toilet art. So I had to put the word toilet in the description to get you interested, didn't I? Right. So Jeremiah. And he lives in Kenya. Okay. The capital of Kenya is Nairobi. And many people live there without jobs. And they are very poor. In fact, half of the people in Nairobi, oh dear, I put my teeth in. They live in something called settlements. Sometimes these are called slums. And in these settlements, the houses are not well built and there's no sewers. Oh, do we all know what a sewer is? When we flush our toilets, all the wee and the poo and the tissue and the water that we've put in the toilets goes down the pipes. It goes into the ground into a big pipe called a sewer. So, can you imagine? They haven't got any sewers in Nairobi. They're not well built and there's no sewers. Oh, can you imagine what that was? Where does the wee and the poo go? Find out. Jeremiah lives with his family in a settlement in Nairobi called Matopeni. And in Swahili language, Matopeni means in the mud. Oh my goodness me. There are no roads, no proper buildings or schools, and until very recently there were no drains, showers or toilets. Gosh, we are so lucky. If we need to go for a wee, we just go for a wee, don't we? We just go and go to the toilet, and we go to the toilet, and we flush, and we don't even think about where everything goes. Goodness me, can you imagine not being able to have a wee and just go to the toilet and there's no drains and showers? We are very, very lucky. Jeremiah is 12 years old. He likes football. Oh, he supports Manchester United. There's always one, isn't there? And his favourite food is chapatis, which is like a flatbread. It's made from flour, oil and water. Life where he lives is very hard, and there used to be no toilets, and the people that went to the toilet used to go to the toilet in a plastic bag. Oh my gosh. These bags were known as flying toilets because the people threw them out of the house into the street or onto roofs. I'm assuming we are talking about number twos. So can you imagine going for a poo in a bag and then instead of putting it in the bin, you just chuck it out the window? Wow. Can you imagine walking down the road and being hit by a bag of poo? Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm just reading the next bit and I'm not surprised. Jeremiah and his family often got ill. And the pipes that brought them the drinking water ran along the open drains, and because the pipes were cracked, water became polluted. So the dirty water, the toilet water, would go into the clean water. He would drink the clean water and then he'd get poorly. That's dreadful, isn't it? And toilet germs are really quite nasty sometimes, and in some poorer countries they make people very, very poorly, and sometimes they die. An organisation called Manji Na Ufsani, you have to excuse my pronunciations, Manji Na Ufsani, supported by Christian Aid, is helping people in the settlements, and in some areas it has built toilets and showers and provides water tanks that store fresh water. Well, thank goodness for that. I was getting a little bit worried about Jeremiah. I thought, oh my goodness me, Jeremiah, you're 12 and you can't have fresh water. At least we know he's got fresh water now. Thank you to Christian Aid. They want to provide storage tanks and toilets and showers in Matopeni, and then Jeremiah and his family would have clean water all the time. Jeremiah said, if I'm an engineer when I grow up, I will help to improve this area. He's already helping to improve his area. The community got together with the organisation Majino Afansi to clear up their streets and build new drains. And some of them have even moved their homes to make way for the drains and the walkways beside them. With work by the local government on the community's toilet block progressing well, Jeremiah can look forward to a healthy future. Well, thank goodness for that. I was very concerned. Can you imagine, though, not having a shower and being, well, just going for a walk and being hit by a flying bag of poo? Whew. Told you there'd be toilets, didn't I? Okay, so we're very lucky, aren't we? We can just go to the toilet, like I said. We flush, it goes away. The only thing we really get left behind with is these. So, we can use these. Oh, look, that was dark tissue paper on it. We can use these to make something. What can we make? Right, so we're talking about Jeremiah, and Jeremiah lives in Kenya, and Kenya is in Africa. And can we remember which the Kenyan flag is? That one. It's the one with the tribal shield on it. Okay. Why don't we try and make some animal from Kenya? What have we got? Dogs? No. Cats? Big cats. What about a lion? We could make a lion out of it. We could make a giraffe, because they're very tall. We could put a giraffe. Elephant. Elephant. Okay. So easy. We won't use that when it's still got a little roll on it. It's clean. It's clean. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first of all, we need to sort the legs out. And you can have as much fun as this as you need to. And we know that people have been storing lure rolls. So, okay. First, legs. You need a grown-up to help you with the scissors. That's fine. It's just that. I need some help with the scissors! And they'll come and help you. Okay, that's one bit. Keep the bits, because you never know. You might need them in a moment. Okay, I'm going to... I think I've done that one. I'll use a different one. Shh. Don't tell anyone I did that. I made a mistake. Okay. So normally they have 4 legs, don't they? I was going to give that one 2 legs. It's quite tough to cut, actually, lure rolls. There's one. And now, if you do want some inspiration, there's an amazing website called Pinterest. Just put toilet roll animals on it. Okay, so this animal, I'm not quite sure what it's going to be yet, now has 4 legs. Still stands up. Fabulous. Okay. Now then, what I can do is I'm going to keep cutting this one that I started a moment ago. I'm going to use the bits I'm cutting off. Hello, Eva, you back again. Don't mind my papers, will you? Right. Okay. So I now have these. And when I was cutting these out, I thought, gosh, these look like ears. So I'm doing an animal from Africa. What has big ears? Sellotape. And you can take as much time as you want doing this. Make it really neat and tidy. Okay. So you tell me. I'm hoping that you can guess what I'm making. I'm hoping. All right. You might have to use your imagination now, because every so often I think I can do this, and then I think, oh my goodness, what have I started? Okay. Right. There we go. So we've got that one there, that one there. Oops, what's stuck there? Stick. Okay. What? Looks like a large mouse, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Large mouse with a big nose, maybe. Now, what can I use for a nose? I'm just having a rummage in my box. I've got a box down there with stuff in it. Lots of stuff. Ooh, I've got some more cardboard in there. Yeah, it always seems like a good idea at the time until you can't find anything. I might just cut another piece off of this loo roll here. This one that I've already started cutting off. Right. Like that, like that. And then cut there like that. I'm not going to tell you what it is, you've got to guess. I'm sure you can't guess. Right. So, you can't look, it's a secret still. No. Oh, no, that's not going to work because it's got sellotape on it. I need a marker pen. I bet I haven't got any Sharpies in here. Oh, no, there's one. It's a blue one. Might not work. One, two. There you go. It's a lion. Do you like my lion? Oh, all right, then it's not a lion, it's an elephant. Could have been a lion. So, all I've done is I've given him some little legs. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. There, see? And I've stuck his ears on. And I've stuck him a trunk on. And I've drawn some eyes and some tusks. Now, I know that you can do so much better than that. Although, for a quick 5-minute job, it wasn't too bad. Do you know what he hasn't got? He hasn't got a smile. I need to get him a smile. I don't like it when they're not smiling. I don't know. Can animals smile? I think they should be able to smile. Oh, there we go. Look, he's got a happy face now. Ah, that's better. Can you see? I lifted his trunk up. You can see his smile. Okay. So, what you could do is you could cover him in grey. Elephants are normally grey, aren't they? You could wrap him in grey paper, or you could paint him grey with big ears. Because you know these big ears, when the flies come, they flap their ears, don't they? Hi to those that are just tuned in. Hi, Judith. It's always nice to see you. So I know Judith is sitting at home laughing at my elephant now. She's going to be like, oh my goodness me, what's she going to do with the Lego? It's all right, I'm not bringing the Lego out today. My helper's abandoned me. She's in the garden. So that's one thing. That's an elephant. You could do a giraffe. You could give him an extra long neck. We've still got some cards, haven't we? So we could very quickly do that. All we've got to do is stick it on like that, and then put a head on the top. Turn that into a giraffe. And giraffes, they're spotty, aren't they? So you could do him yellow and with big brown spots. Or you could get a big pom-pom and wrap a pom-pom around something round for a lion, couldn't you? I don't think I've got my pom-poms. I think my pom-poms are in my other box. You could make birds, anything you wanted. But this is our toilet art, because we've been talking, for those that have just joined us, about Jeremiah. And poor Jeremiah, he didn't have a proper toilet, but Christian Aid, they helped to supply proper toilets with proper water, so we're not going to get poorly anymore. I've got to go back to this bit here, because this bit, for those people that have just joined in, hi, you've missed this bit. This is, I'm going to tell you about flying toilets. Now then, where did I, here we go. There were no toilets, so people went to the toilet in a plastic bag. And the bags were known as flying toilets because, sorry, somebody's ringing me, because they would be launched out of the window. Hi, everybody. Oh, look, that's no good, is it? They were launched out of the window. And if you were walking down the street, they'd hit you on the head. You could be hit with a bag of poo. There you go. You didn't think you'd be doing messy church about that tonight, did you? That's no good at all. So, that's Jeremiah's story about his toilets, and this is our toilet art, because we always end up with loo rolls. I wonder if Jeremiah has loo roll. They might not do, you know, they might use something else. Maybe they don't wipe. There's lots of different toilets across the world as well, because some toilets are like ours. American toilets use a lot of water. They fill them all the way to the top with water. Crazy. You don't need that much water. I've been on holiday to places where the toilets are a hole in the ground and you have to stand with your feet like that. You have to squat to have a tinkle. So toilets all across the world are very, very different. So we are very lucky. So today we talked about Christian Aid. We've talked about the different countries that they go in. So here's some of our flags that we drew earlier on from our countries. We've talked about our Christian Aid superheroes. Yeah. We've talked about fairness with our weighing scales. Let's see if they're still, oh look, so they've got tangled up. I only left them on the table for a minute and they've all tangled up. There's our scales that we've made. Do you know what would be a really good thing to weigh in these scales? Sweets. Yeah. We've talked about toilets, scales. Yep, that's it. I think we've done that, haven't we now? Let's have a look. Yeah. So, Christian Aid helps Christians all around the world. Not just in England, not just in India, not just in Africa. All over the place. And we know that from our flags that we've done. So, I really, really love to see all your pictures of everything that you've done. So whether it's a garland of flags, if I move out of the way, you can see the ones there, you go, whee. I would love to see your toilet animals. I know they're going to be better than mine. Your scales and your superhero pictures. And when it comes round, when next time we're in church, maybe, if there's a Christian Aid envelope, maybe your mums and dads and grown-ups could put a few pennies in to help them with all the stuff they're doing, because we now know that it's not just a little red envelope that we get on our pew once a year. We now know that they are helping with eco clubs and sorting out toilets. Should we see what else they're helping with? Give me a moment, please. They are helping with so many things. They're helping in Malawi, they're helping with gardening. In Sierra Leone, they're helping to build schools. In Nicaragua, they're helping fair trade, coffee. They're helping the farmers get a fair trade for their beans. Bolivia, they're helping with with the animals. Ooh, says here they make chocolate in Bolivia. That sounds nice. Afghanistan, they've been helping with schools again. Schools are so important. We know that, don't we? Because we haven't been to school recently because of the coronavirus. And in Colombia, Christian Aid try and help people be safe because it's quite dangerous sometimes in Colombia. There's lots of gangs that have fights and things. So it could be quite scary. But Christian Aid help with these things. And it's really, really important. And as Christians in the UK, we can support those things all the way on the other side of the planet. So, I think that's enough now, don't you? We've been here a long time. I think I quite fancy a cup of tea, actually. We've talked about so many things. We've done quite a few things. Maybe, who knows, next month we might be able to see each other in person. You might not. You might have to just watch me again, I'm afraid. But fingers crossed, and we'll keep praying that this coronavirus goes away quickly. Okay. So thank you very much for joining me, and we're going to say a quick prayer now, just to finish, like we always do. Dear Father God, thank you that we have the internet. Thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for teaching us about Christian Aid. Please help all the children in the other countries that need help. We know it's hard. Some people don't have water. Some people have too much water. Some people are hungry. Some people are scared. Please look after all of them, the same as you look after us here. And be with us for the rest of the week and the coming days. Thank you. Amen. Okay, so that's me done then for this month. And next month is June. I don't know what we're going to do in June. Maybe we will get together. Be brilliant, wouldn't it? So I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you very much for watching. Be safe and give your loved ones a big hug. And this is me sending you guys a hug. So I'm sending you my hug. Hope you caught it. Take care.